Before it was the city that never sleeps, before the lights of Times Square burned bright and skyscrapers pierced the clouds, New York was something entirely different. A muddy, chaotic Dutch trading post perched on the edge of a wild continent, carved out of ancient forests on land taken from its original people. This is the wild, chaotic, and unbelievable story of how New York City became the capital of the world. Long before towering buildings and yellow taxis, the island of Manhattan was home to the Lenape people. They called it Mannahatta, meaning the island of many hills. For thousands of years, the Lenape thrived here, living in harmony with the rivers, forests, and rolling land. Their villages dotted the shores, canoes glided along the Hudson, and the bounty of the land sustained their communities. But everything changed when the Dutch arrived. With them came guns, unfamiliar goods, and a hunger for trade. In 1626, the Dutch claimed to have purchased the island for trinkets worth just 24s, an infamous deal that would forever alter the fate of Mannahatta and its people. By 1624, the Dutch had set up a new outpost, New Amsterdam. It was a wild, booming trading hub, run not by kings or governments, but by the profit-driven Dutch West India Company. The city was a mess of muddy streets, wooden forts, and chaotic markets. There were no real laws, no master plan, just the relentless pursuit of money, trade, and opportunity. The origins of Wall Street? Not a financial center, but a literal wall, built to keep out pirates and native tribes who threatened the fragile colony. In these early days, New Amsterdam was a melting pot of languages, cultures, and ambitions, a rough-and-tumble city where fortunes could be made or lost in a heartbeat. Then in 1664, the winds of change blew in from across the Atlantic. British warships sailed into the harbor. The Dutch, outnumbered and outgunned, surrendered without a single shot fired. New Amsterdam was reborn as New York, named for the Duke of York. Under British rule, the city grew even more diverse and restless. It became a center of rebellion, gossip, and political energy. By the 1700s, New York was already the most cosmopolitan city in the American colonies, a place where people from every corner of the world lived side by side, shaping the city's unique identity. When revolution swept across the colonies, New York found itself at the heart of the action. The city was a hotbed of revolutionary ideas and intrigue. George Washington himself raised the first American flag here, a symbol of hope and defiance. But the war took its toll. In 1776, a devastating fire tore through the city, destroying a quarter of its buildings. For 7 long years, British troops occupied New York, turning it into a fortress. Yet when the war finally ended, the city rose from the ashes. In 1789, New York became the first capital of the United States. It was here, on Wall Street, that George Washington took the oath of office as the nation's first president, a moment that set the stage for the city's future as a center of power and possibility. Through the 1800s and 1900s, New York City exploded in size, energy, and ambition. Waves of immigrants poured through Ellis Island, each bringing their dreams, cultures, and traditions. Italians, Irish, Jews, Chinese, and so many others made the city their home, transforming its neighborhoods and its soul. The Statue of Liberty stood tall in the harbor, welcoming the tired, the poor, and the hopeful. Skyscrapers began to rise, defying gravity and reshaping the skyline. The city became a laboratory of culture and creativity. Wall Street's financial power, the jazz rhythms of Harlem, the bright lights of Broadway, the crack of the bat at Yankee Stadium, the birth of hip-hop in the Bronx. Every era left its mark. The tragedy of 9/11 tested the city's strength and resilience, but New Yorkers rebuilt, stronger and more united than ever. The tech boom brought new energy, new ideas, and new people to the city's ever-changing streets. Every moment of American history echoes through these streets. The struggles and triumphs, the heartbreaks and the breakthroughs, all have left their mark on New York. From the earliest days of the Lenape to the Dutch traders, British governors, revolutionaries, immigrants, artists, and dreamers, each generation has added a new layer to the city's story. Today, New York is more than just a place. It's a symbol, a beacon of possibility, diversity, and relentless energy. It's the city that never sleeps, the crossroads of the world, and a living testament to the power of reinvention. From a stolen island to a global icon, New York's journey is a story of ambition, resilience, and endless transformation. If you love New York City, if its streets and stories inspire you, remember, this city belongs to everyone who dreams big and dares to chase those dreams. What's your favorite part of New York's wild history?